Welcome everyone. I'm here to do a walkthrough of the Midi pack that comes with the GGD plugin that we just released. And yeah, it's got a ton of odd times, a bunch of odd subdivisions, and a bunch of groupings. So we're going to start with, I guess, in my opinion, the most logical one, which would be odd time signatures. And yeah, I'll just walk you through some of, I guess, my favorites, which would be 21 and 15 are kind of at the top. I like those because they're divisible by 3, which means you can implement triplet stuff over it. And it also means that you can, implement for 15 quintuplets in 3 or for 21 septuplets in 3. And also view it as like, hey, 15, 16 is just, 16 16th notes, minus 1. So you're almost viewing it as 4, 4, 4, and then a 3. So, yeah, for this 21, the first one is 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. And then I think it starts to go to 7s, playing the 7s, 3 groups of 7s. But yeah, check it out. Fat flams in there for you. So that's the 7 over 4, 4, 4, 4, 5. 3 7s. Now this is like a shuffle. What did the triplet. Another triplet type feel here. Same feel, just more opened up on that china. Kept that double bass pretty natural. Again, the 4, 4, 4, 4, 5 stack type thing, using these 3 little stacks. Let's change the snare out. I like that. Alright, so this is like a long 4. Just a bunch of 7s. And then a restart, so 4 measures of 21. Back to the beginning. So I kind of just made a sequence here for you guys to be able to hear kind of how these parts can, because really part of the drum thing is like, it's not just having variation, but being able to sequence those variations in a meaningful way that it can build an arc to the song, really. So you hear this loop going in the background, and this is how I built a lot of the odd times, was kind of going through these loops that I actually came up with in Mastering Time, my educational series that I released. It was 3 different parts to it, but one of them, Mastering Time 2, was very intense on time signatures, and so I basically had all these time signatures, and I tried to utilize like most common approach to those time signatures. So for 21, the most common approach is 4 groups of 4 and a group of 5, and then next in line is kind of like triplets and 7. Next is like 3 groups of 7. So like all the grooves kind of start there. I definitely came up with stuff outside of the loops as well. But in this case, like that's pretty much, it covers the basis there to give you a bunch of different feels. But this is something that I highly recommend doing, is kind of like setting up loops for yourself to practice to and to play to and to basically master different variations on and build up your chops. I don't know. Want it different, 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 one. Kind of has a vibe like the Midi song I played, Acacia. Like how I came up with. It's in 15. Snare sounds so good. That one's nice too. Swing stack, so it's still a swing feel, still kind of triplet based. Quarters on the hats. One of my favorites, the Moroccan feel. 1 T T T T T T T 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and. I left that lag in there. Three fives. Want it different, want it different, want it different. Another triplet feel. So here's another fun one, 9. Again, divisible by 3. So you can implement triplets over it. But the main kind of way that most people probably play 9 is a 4 and a 5. So kind of like 4/4 with an extra eighth note, 9/8. Just for a measure, implemented that 3. So I'm still hitting the backbeats as if it's 4 and 5, but that 3 is overlaid over the top. But you may not even feel that it's 4 and 5. You could just feel it as triplets. If you really wanted to sequence it that way, start with the 3s, and people will feel it as triplets. So this is 7/5/6. I'm hearing it over a long quarter note. Get the dum bounce. That they did. That. One of my favorite ways to break up 9. Okay, so that's like 9/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. Go. So here I'm basically treating 9 as the first half of a 6/8, and the next 9 is the next half. One of the cool things about odd times is that you can have a bunch of different variations, making things feel way different. Long 4. Okay. Okay, 4 measures of 9. 8. Little Dilla there. Little Justin Tyson thing. Sit it. Obviously, there's a ton more here for the 9, but I just kind of wanted to like sequence things for you guys, give you guys an idea of how you can create peaks and valleys with these different grooves, and just experiment with the different feels and going back and forth, even just for practice, man. All right, so this is the subdivisions part of the pack. And this has triplets, sixteenths, quintuplets, sextuplets, which can also be interpreted as 16th note triplets, septuplets, 32nd notes, and non-tuplets. So all the way from 3 to 9. And what I did was I kind of picked out some. I've got like triplets here, 16th note groove, 32nd note thing, quintuplet, triplet, septuplet, kind of like going up into higher subdivisions as we go on. And yeah, there's some other stuff in there, like Jazz Guy farts out some mixed rate Shiza. And Mini Malayuta is like a Vinny Colaiuta, but mini, you know. I should have said Mini Matayuta. So I don't know if they kept those names, but I hope so. Some of them are silly. All right, for this one, I got about as fusion-y, jazzy as a kit as you could get. I got all coated stuff, and I got the Noble and Cooley with the calfskin head on it. Triple it, triple it, triple it, triple it. It's so slow, you could even double the tempo and you'd be fine. So 80 is more of like a guideline until you get into the upper, and then it's kind of like a speed limit. So here, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4. You can see this stuff is not perfect. It's a little bit off grid. Keep that natural feel in there. I'm kind of obsessed with the idea of utilizing rate changes, subdivision changes, metric modulations for composing purposes, writing purposes. Nice climax there. Septuplets are kind of my favorite. The loop did change, the chords did change, but having something open like that can allow you to kind of play around with the subdivisions in there. Now feeling like triplets and six. Yep. And as you can see, there's just a ton here. Because, yeah, I did a lot of triplets, a lot of sixteenths, a lot of quins, sextuplets, tons of sextuplets. So next up is the groupings pack. This one, I didn't track to any sort of loops or anything. I just kind of went by feel. And yeah, I did like basically like fast threes and slow threes. Fast fives, slow fives, fast sevens, slow sevens. All right, so here's slow threes. So this is in 4/4. It might feel at first like it's not, but that's simply because those groups of three are strong. So 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 1. 2. So it ends up being a 3-measure phrase. All the threes are basically 3-measure phrases. All the fives are going to end up being 5-measure phrases. Sevens, 7-measure phrases. You get the point. That's kind of how it cycles naturally within its natural cycle. The Meshuggah thing is like, okay, there's groups of 7. Okay, we'll go 7 measures like that, and we'll do a special tag at the end. So a lot of people do that. But the most harmonious way is kind of to put it in its natural time signature, as Harrison would say, but this is more like putting it in its natural cycle of measures. One. So that's the groups of 3. Here's another cool one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's another cool idea to use, is actually taking the groups of 3 and not hitting every single group of 3, omitting. So you can like take the second one out and the fifth one out, and then it kind of creates what's like a 5. Then you're cycling dot 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 dot, and it can sound really cool over a quarter note. So yeah, that's something I actually utilized a few times here. Is kind of like, instead of accenting every 5, maybe just some 5s, some 3s. And it definitely pulls out some syncopation. One. Chill. This is the slow 5. Let's get a fast 5 up in here. So there I used it too. I omitted some of the, instead of going da 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 and breaking up the 5 and the 2 3 every time, only certain times. Let's see what we got for 7s. That could go hard, man, with some heavy guitars behind it. Some Cosmic Liberty, Casimir Libursky type stuff there. So I also did like a bunch of 3 and 5 combinations, like 3-5-5-3 or 5-3-3-5, instead of just going like 5-3-5-3 or 3-5-3-5 or 3-3-5-5. Kind of, I call it inverting it. So basically, we have like inverted doubles, right, left, right. So just do that with the two numbers that you have, which is 3 and 5. And it's kind of like a hip hop based thing, actually. Uh, dot 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 dot. Now the reverse, instead of 5-3-3-5, 3-5-5-3. Ooh, I got displaced sixes in here too. I totally forgot about that. There's that. There's like mixed displaced threes in there. Some double bass stuff. Animals style. So this centrifuge stack is kind of like a periphery-like thing, just where it's like chaotic. There's no real structure in terms of like, you know, dot 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 dot. No like repeating pattern necessarily. It's kind of linear. So anyways, that's the groupings part of the pack, the mini pack. And I think between those three things, I've got you guys covered. So let me know what you think. Drummers, if you want to play to these loops, it's in the Mastering Time 2 lesson on my site. But I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for tuning in and checking out the new plugin.